someone who reads tea leaves, someone who gets clairvoyant messages, somebody who can read the signs. So we can be sure that that's what is coming, because the things we do today echo into eternity, even if it's just tomorrow. Hello, welcome back as we continue our deep dive into astrology, 2 degrees at a time. Today we're on Aquarius Leo13 axis. We're looking at the opposite signs on the wheel because the opposite gives us insight to the other. So if 1 degree is really specially strong in your chart, you might want to listen to the other because the energy on one is available on the other. Without further ado, let's jump into Leo 13, an old sea captain rocking himself on the porch of his cottage, a man painting scenes on a ceiling, hidden passages in a house. Over time, their secrets have been forgotten. An enlightened one experiencing the eternal absolute, underlying the ever-changing phenomena of physical existence. The stone here is Paua shells, and both stones will be in the description if you'd like to take a closer look. Paua shells are soothing and calming and peaceful. They help us relieve anxiety and stress, help with insomnia, and promote love and compassion. They strengthen our bones and teeth, strengthen the whole body and the heart, and they give us harmony in relationships. This is a nice stretch that we're going through here. This is a peaceful step. We've had the children rocking in the tree, then we had adults partying, having fun at social events, and now this is the old man looking out onto the vast consciousness, the sea, and he's just watching it all, happy he's been there and done that, made it through. So 1, 2, 3, we're showing the 3 steps of consciousness. So the old man could be considered the enlightened one experiencing the eternal absolute underneath everything. So because he's had his experience, he's been paying attention, he's learned as he's skinned his knees, now he just watches and he just knows. There's a peacefulness about him. Also, there's a major theme here of not feeling hemmed in by limitations. So the hidden passages in a house and the ceiling painting. So when you paint on a ceiling, that gives the illusion of additional space. So no longer are you just seeing that, you're in 4 walls. Suddenly there is no wall. So it creates the illusion of space. And also the hidden passages are the secrets within, that underneath everything that we do, there's an underlying whole other realm that's happening. And when we tap into that, our life becomes richer and everything becomes magical. And we realize that the limitations that we thought were there are not really there. There's always a hidden panel. There's always more than what we see. Obviously, you could be someone who paints on ceilings like the Sistine Chapel. That is definitely this degree. Writers and teachers. This is people that know how to pull the deepest hidden and latent talents from people out of them. So when you feel hemmed in by circumstances, look up. Also, the ceiling is also telling us another thing, that when we tap into our higher vibrations, and I know that is an overused term in the spiritual world, but in my mind what it means is taking the high road, tapping within and saying, higher self, is this the right thing to do? Do you have any marching orders for me today? The more we tap into that, the better things go for us. We realize the walls come down. There are no limitations. The old man rocking on the porch is saying that he has, over time, found and integrated all the lost parts of himself. And so he's peaceful because no matter what comes up, he doesn't need to be fearful. He just enjoys, takes delight in the present. Let's take a look at Aquarius 13, a barometer In the spiritual realm, a temple where many sacred souls come to commune with each other. An artist mixes various flowers and gem elixirs in her painting. A lidless granite sarcophagus. It is empty. The air suddenly turns cool as winds rise. The stone here is Ulexite. It has a strong third eye connection. It improves clairvoyance, intuition, and perception. It helps with stress and anxiety, pain relief. It also boosts creativity. So this is a simple degree, but I think deceptively simple. The barometer. It gauges the air pressure. And by knowing what's happening today, we can know what's coming in the immediate future. So it's a reading of the signs. It is seeing that the dog's fur is suddenly really thick in the fall or the autumn. So we know, strong winter is coming, a very cold winter is coming. It's that kind of thing. Somebody who can read the signs. So this could be tarot readers, people who look at astrology, reading the charts, charting the way. This is also someone who can tap into the Akashic records, the spiritual realm, a temple where many sacred souls come to commune with each other. So it's like a conference of souls where we can communicate with enlightened beings. So this is a very intuitive degree, very psychic degree. And if we give up fear, and in fact that's the warning here, is to just let it go. Don't be fearful. Planting seeds based on fear so we can be sure that that's what is coming. Because the things we do today echo into eternity, even if it's just tomorrow. But we don't want to do it with fear. We want to plant seeds with happiness and expectancy and knowing that beautiful things always come my way. I know that sounds a bit Pollyannish, but on this degree, if we give in to fear, we are not going to like what we get. So, being joyful is just an easier way to go here. If we give in to fear, we can feel trapped in a loop where we can't get back to the past and we don't know how to get to the future. But if we just let go and understand that higher realms are wanting to help us, and we just let them guide me, the more we tap into them, the more we hear them clearly, and they guide us even stronger. And then eventually we're doing this beautiful dance where we're walking together. And it's effortless, but it takes time and practice to get there. So always knowing that there's a subtle realm at work in whatever we do, and knowing that we can see the signs of the future here. So plant signs and look for the beauty. Don't look for the rain. Don't look for the distress, poverty, all that stuff. If whatever you look for, you're going to find it here. So look for the good stuff. Letting go of foreboding and resistance and fear. That is the lidless granite sarcophagus that is empty. We let go of the fear of death and we realize, just breathe, be here today. The higher powers within me, within nature, are always wanting to help me. If I am joyful and expect things to come in a joyful way, that is what I'm going to find. There's a freedom and openness available here no matter what circumstances we're in, no matter what limitations we're dealing with. We open our mind to secret passageways, we open our mind and look up to the higher realms, and they will help us, they will guide us. We look for the good and the good comes. So that's what I have for you today. Happy Embolic for those of you who celebrate. I'm going to take a look at it and try to understand it just a little bit more today. It's beautiful and sunny here where I am. I hope that you're having a lovely day. Give me a like if you're enjoying these. Subscribe for more. Leave me a comment. Let me know if any of these degrees are saying something specific to you. If they're strong in your chart and you have some insight you'd like to share with the rest of us, we would love to hear it. And until next time, take care.